evolution education here in Texas. I'm curious if you're familiar with the term strengths and weaknesses, and what you feel about a handful of conservative creationists on the State Board of Education. How serious is their effect on science education in general?
Yeah, first, I think they should just stay in the Sunday school. Okay? No one will stop them. Number two, whatever frontiers, challenges that exist on the frontier of science, we're always solving problems. Science, we don't know. I already told you about dark matter and dark energy. We have no clue what dark matter is, and less of a clue what dark energy is. So we've got top people working on it. Okay? Science in no time claims to know everything. But it does know what science is and what it's not. Okay? And that's what's important here. Okay? Not what a scientist knows and doesn't know about the science. It's what is science and what is not. If non-science works its way into the science classroom, it is the beginning of the end of the science enlightenment that defines who and what we were as a nation from the 20th century, and we would evolve into the 21st century. By the way, if I may give a slight diversion here, but it's related. The Dover, Pennsylvania court case, when intelligent design, this is a concept that there are things in nature that are so marvelous and so they defy scientific account on such a level that you're left saying maybe this is a consequence of some intelligence beyond our own. So this is the movement, intelligent design movement. And as it was presented, the school board in Dover, Pennsylvania wanted to introduce intelligent design as an alternative and or as a supplement to evolution in the classroom. Okay? Intelligent design, by the way, I'm using this as an example, but it's the same principle. Intelligent design is a philosophy of ignorance. Because it means you come up to something you don't understand, and then you declare that not only don't you understand it, but no one else in your lab understands it, no one else who will ever be born after you will understand it, therefore it must be the product of a higher intelligence. The hubris of that. Why don't you say, I'm too stupid to understand this, somebody smarter than me will be born later. Okay, why not just say, you've been down the road already tonight, okay? I've been there already. So, it says, if someone is on the brink of a cure for Alzheimer's, let's say, I don't want them to say, this is too complicated, it's intelligent design. I want somebody else in the lab saying, this is a hard but really cool problem. I'm going to solve it, okay? That's the person I want in the lab. If you believe that you have the answers because you got them from scripture written 5,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, if that's what you believe, you will undermine the scientific process, and that's the beginning of the end of the economic strength America has known. In the Dover case, there was this concern that because the judge was appointed by George W., who did not hide his religious affiliation or the support that he enjoyed and returned to the fundamentals that helped get him into office in the first place. Okay? Appointed by George W., Republican judge, in Pennsylvania. Most people on the left and the Democrats were worried what would happen there. And I spent enough time in Washington, and I'm 3 times appointed by Bush. So I saw this. I come from New York where everybody's Democrat. Okay? New York, there's so many Democrats, you'd be like, oh, there's a Republican right there in the back row. That's the one. Everybody turn around and see the one Republican. Stand, wave, you're a Republican. Right? That's how that is in New York, all right? That's back east. So I sit there, and I've been into Washington, steeped in this, and I said, I wasn't worried. And everyone's looking at me like, are you crazy? We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it. I wasn't worried. You know why? Because while Bush was elected, judges are appointed, not elected. Not that judge. Number one. Number two, he's Republican. And what I learned in my tours of duty in Washington, above all else, that no Republican wants to die poor. It's that simple. Really, it's that simple. So a Republican judge is not going to let creationism into a science classroom. Otherwise, he will die poor. If you read the court case by a Republican judge appointed by George W., it is a classic treatise on what science is and what is not. The intelligent design case was thrown out of court. It's a 130-page opinion of the judge. Just look on, just Google Dover, Pennsylvania. So, my point is, we're not saying it shouldn't exist. It just shouldn't exist in the science classroom.